Hello! I'm just doing some finishing touches to things. We are taking some time here, so the problem is I had many entries, and I actually had to fix some of the entries because they had incompatible parts, so you have to bear with me as I'm doing some stuff on the back end here, so we're going to get started very soon, but let me just switch over. So yes, one of the things I should have asked was if you're an entrant, you should create like little diagrams, little pictures, beauty shots, trying to tell us exactly what your spacecraft, your aircraft is about, why we should think that it is awesome and amazing, and what inspired you to be the builder that you are. You know, all these things. So right now I'm actually setting up bracket number 3, and we're a long way from being ready at this point. I spent the last 2 hours shuffling things around, but thankfully the mission designer does make things a little easier. So what I've got is Mr. Justin was the last one. So I just need to make sure I get everything lined up. So if you bear with me, so who else do we have? We have Jean Coach, the Donut Fighter. Yes. So yeah, future rounds, you will be required to make a picture like this. So that, really, you're calling it incompatible now? That is unfortunate. Well, look, we have 2 brackets. We may have to split this across multiple days because things didn't go according to plan. So you know what I'm going to do right now is save this halfway done version, and I'm going to open the bracket 1 that we did, bracket 1 and 2 that we did get set up, right? So here we go. It's telling us that so the problem is that people have incompatible part modules in their ships, and then if you try to load them, it's it doesn't work. So yeah, we have also Arglarg, who may or may not be in this actual group. That's one of the problems. So we're going to go and switch over to bottom right. There we go. Yes, with Runway Project all set up. This is how we've been doing the setup. It's very simple. We use the mission designer. We can tell them which coordinates to spawn and whatnot, and then we can test the mission. Well, there was an idea for a cylindrical space like aircraft at one point, but it doesn't. Well, okay, it works with our part modules, but the mission designer tells us that the thing is incompatible and won't let me assign crew to it, right? So there are some people adding mods, and I need to filter them out. Right now, John F. President, after getting the lowest score on yesterday's event, is unable to even load in this event. So just so you know, we did have some final scores, and actually I'm still trying to come up with some numbers here. But look, we have them all spawned out here, ready to go. Now, this is perhaps something you didn't realize, but we are all started on the surface. You're not starting on the runway. We're not going to use Vessel Mover. It takes forever to do that, right? This is how we're doing it, right? You haven't missed anything. So what we're going to do is get this set up now. That means bringing up the Versus menu, bringing up this menu. We are turning off infinite ammo. We are leaving on clearance check, right? And I need to then assign fight groups and these assign teams. And then the next thing I need to do is turn on the thing and turn on the brakes. Oh, and turn on the sound, because I have been disabling sound for a little while. So we'll get to hear some bang bang boom booms and some sounds. Yes. Okay. That's more like it. Okay, so TBE. Oh. Bart, your thing didn't work. Well, so much for that. Bart is already on the way out, let's say. I'm going to set the range to a little closer than normal for the simple reason that many of these will have some difficult time getting off the ground. So I think right away we're going to say Bart gets a 1. Oh dear, yes, birthing deer, yes, we had that this morning. Look at them go. So take a look at these beautiful designs here, because we have many different things that were put together by different players, all working with the theme of big gun, small plane. Yeah, that's not small. It's not even a plane. It's a giant oh, it's exploding now. That's what it is. Some of these are having trouble getting off the ground, you'll notice. It says competent pilots are taking off, but clearly not all of the pilots are taking off. Yes. So this bracket contains 9595W, Aisha, Arctic Fire, Arglarg, Bart 416, Bebin Wild, Borkman 6, and Commander 7777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777777. You get that, okay? Have you figured out what the round 1 standings were? I sort of did, and then I looked at the numbers. I can tell you what... Well, I'm just going to do one more change here, right? Because what I want to do... I wanted to make sure there's a bit more weight on beauty, right? Spectate yours. That's Borkman, Bebenwild, Bart, Arglarg, Arctic. Whoa, Arctic Fire. Pilots are still taking off. I'm wondering when the fighting actually starts. At a certain point, I think we just have to start fighting. Sorry, Bart. We're just gonna do this. Everybody goes into guard mode. We're fighting. Yeah, it won't start because Bart is dead. But you know what? I've turned on guard mode, so they should start engaging now. Also cancel the competition, you think? Cancel, start. It says pilots are taking off. There's no way around it. Yo, get rid of that in the startup menu. What? Yeah, guard goes off. Okay, we'll turn guard on again. Oh, you turn off the module. That's what you mean, right? Cancel and then turn guard on. Okay, so everyone should fight now. Yeah, Bart, what are you thinking messing everything up like that? And we should actually just, you know, execute Bart while he's on the ground, right? Object thrower. Cheats. Where is it? Wait. Oh, wait. We don't have those many. We don't have object thrower here. Because object thrower is part of the thing. It was built by someone that clearly didn't know what they were thinking. Press F to pay respect. I think we might have to just do that. It yeets objects. So this is not off to the greatest start, is it? Right? I just need to do some numbers here. Sorry. Okay, no, sorry. That's more like it. Okay. What is this with other players? Well, all the players are unfortunately not fighting. Oh, look, there's gunfire actually happening. So I guess somebody's decided to start shooting. But nobody has started dying. There we go. Who's this? That is 995W. I'll just click on you. I see. There we go. Finally, although engaging at a, frankly, a ridiculous range here. Rebalance the teams? I rebalance the teams as people die. And unfortunately, Bart still isn't dead. He's a sitting duck, which is not the same thing as dead. This is painful to watch. What's up with this? Who designed these things? It was so much flashier last night, wasn't it? Right? Okay. I'm just writing down the final scores here, right? And... oh, wow, yes, this got only... and this got 9 plus 4, 13. Okay. It's more of a Z95. Is anybody dead yet? I don't even know if this is trying to kill anything. Look at Arctic flexing. Where? Oh, is this going to try and shoot him? Yep. I think we're going to go back to the mission builder, right? I'm sorry, we're going to have to eliminate Bart from this. That's just what's going to happen. Bart was a team leader, technically. But Bart is disqualified for just being bad. Unfortunately, these ones are still incompatible. But we have Lagodiac, Mr. Jace, Justin, and we're going to do N9 Gaming as the next one that hasn't broken the thing. We're going to do that, and how do you modify the settings for this? Start node. Options. How do you enable the cheat menu? No, node settings? Mission settings. Difficulty settings. Open. Aha. Enable cheat menu. Where's the cheat menu? Oh, you actually G-forces should be enabled. Enable. Cheats enabled. There we go. Accept. Well, not that we want to cheat. It's that we want G. Yes. We're going to have G-lock. You didn't know that, right? Don't pay attention to the wheels on yours. It's fine. Oh, you know what? Yours won't have a pilot right now. I need to reload it, damn it. Yeah, you didn't think that G-forces would be involved? It's a standard setting in the game. So I'm going to tell you that after running the numbers based on the pilots, let me just check. Yeah, you do not have a crew member, so I need to go back to the mission builder and give you a crew member. I can tell you that the person that came in last place, largely on account of the bonus points being very, very low, was some guy called Scott. His plane was universally given a 0 by members of the audience, so therefore that added to the 7 points that he scored from the actual battle meant that he came in last. Now we're ready. Save. Lodge. Okay, so the next one was John F. Presidente, who scored fewer points than Scott, but got a whole bunch of bonus points on account of getting a 6 out of 10 from the audience. So he actually scored pretty well. I think it was very much he was the little plane that could. Kept on trying, but kept on smashing into the ground. Okay, now we're going to try this again. Ready? Okay, and activate the dogfight. So we set them at least going in opposite directions, so it shouldn't take too long. Great! We're finally going! Let's find the new addition here. N9 Gaming. I'm gonna say that does look a little like you're presenting a... you know... a thing. Look at my giant thing! So remember, we're gonna have to, you're gonna have to like give us some ideas of which ones of these deserve respect for their design. Arctic fire is in the air, which is not everyone can't be said for everyone. It's a GAU cannon, yes. What else would it be? Damon had to subscribe with Twitch Prime. Okay, so Bart is nuked, and Bart is replaced by N9. Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, it didn't even not fall over. That's the problem. Not falling over, it's kind of an important thing. Okay, competition starting. Finally. Let's switch the camera tools on. Let's switch dogfight camera. And let's turn on auto target. See if anybody is looking at targets. No, you're not looking at target. You're not looking at target. You are definitely looking at targets. This is Bebenwild, who's gone with the interesting and unorthodox decision to use non-stowable undercarriage. Some pilot has lost consciousness already. Well, we'll see. Oh, we get some incoming fire already. Oh, is that a hit? Oh no, that wasn't. That was just a quick change of focus. This individual is charging in faster than everyone else. You know, I'm going to say it may be an imperfect strategy to be fast, because then it means you get to the hostiles first. Listen to the brrr. Everyone's still going. Hilong Kerman has not blacked out. Yeah, it's kind of hard for these ones to black out because they don't really have high G-forces. You know, they don't have powerful engines, I guess. Oh, we got some shooting going on here between 9595. You bet Arc will G-lock into the ground? Let's find Arc then. I think this is an interesting design, but I'm going to point out this did not take off particularly well. You can't hear any of the giant fart sounds. Is that... Do you want me to turn the engine sounds down? Can you turn on unlimited? You'll turn on unlimited after this round is over. What I'm noticing is a lot of people are actually running out of ammunition. Okay, what about you guys? Nothing yet. It's almost like having a giant... Oh! Nedis Kerman! Hitting the G-lock. Looking pretty good though there with those shots. Oh, and got a hit! That is Arctic Fire taking a shot. And who's that he hit? N9 Gaming. N9 Gaming may have been the first one to get shot down. Let's actually take a look at the state of N9's aircraft. Oh yeah. Falling apart. Heading into the ground. Yeah, the Avengers is pretty much a ground attack gun. That was part of the joke though, was to have big guns. Oh, wait. He is remaining in the air. He has got that nose up. He's thinking about shooting though, but you know what? I think I should probably turn off Who was that crashed? He's still flying! Oh my goodness. N9 is it's not so much flying as sinking less slowly. Pretty high angle of attack. Holding their nose up. That's right. Sink rate is only about, 18 meters per second. This is going to be fun. And still flying. Oh, somebody's shooting at them. Still. Okay, try again. See how far you get. And now it's a monowheel. It's a unicycle. N9 Gaming has taken a unicycle to an air-to-air battle. They're still pointing the right way. I'm not in control of this. This is entirely the AI that is doing this flying here. That, I mean, obviously a big part of this is the reaction wheel, which is giving them a lot more control than it really would normally have. And also notice, by the way, that we have lost Commander 77 is actually the first one to be knocked out. I think I should balance the teams. Arglarg is going to switch over because N9 is basically out for the count and Commander 77 really is down. So I'm going to call you number 2 because you're still holding on to the hope of life, and I saw somebody crash there, I think. Bippenwild, Borkman, Arctic Fire, Arglarg. Still skipping it. This AI, I cannot look away from this. I'm sorry. I mean, I know there's other things going on, but I'm really just fascinated by how this thing is lasting so long. Oh no! I think it might have lost one of its engines. Oh, finally! Finally, N9 is no longer listed in the list of active players. But survive. Valentina Kerman, of course, was the one that was able to bring that down after all that safely. Valentina, legend. Let's take a look and see what this one is thinking. Now, is that a hostile target there? That is Arglarg, who is in this different team as Arctic Fire. So Arctic Fire's trying to figure out how to engage. There's Arctic Fire. I don't know what is up with the AI, but you might get a shot in. Oh, no, they're not. I see some shooting about to happen, surely. Oh, but some missing. Yes! What a perfect shot from Arctic Fire. And Arctic Fire has knocked Arglarg out of contention, but prior to Arglarg getting killed, 95-95 was killed. So that is the order of events. We're now on a 2x2 situation. It's very hard for me to keep track of actual kills because the kills are not really documented by the system. I'm not turning Infinite on. Oh, I might have turned Infinite might still be on. Oh, apparently we have Infinite ammo on. So this is an Infinite round. We're gonna turn Infinite off on the next round. If only we weren't watching the silly pogo stick. Yes. I think we should turn the engine sounds down. What do you think? Nedass Kerman once again blacking out. Oh, Nedass has lost consciousness. I'm wondering whether any of those controls work. US run out of plane bullets. Oh, okay. Looks like Arctic Fire's caught a bogey on his 6. That would be Borkman. Ooh, wow, you turned into his gun sights there, and you're blacking out almost. That is not something I would recommend. That is a risky move. Whoa! Look at the bullets in the air. Obviously tomorrow, well maybe not tomorrow, but the next round we'll have to have some faster aircraft. Well, we could allow tail guns, but I think the AI is kind of lousy at anything other than forward arc. I wanted to set up, like, see if you could do broadsides, and the AI just doesn't get it. Because I wanted to have big planes with guns only pointed sideways, but the AI just doesn't want to point things that way. Arctic Fire delivering some, well, Arctic Fire. Whoa, nice. I can't see him! Uh-oh. Let's fix that. Let's switch back to these guys. I was exactly, right? Oh, we lost something there. Did anyone see? It looked like a, I don't know, probably something unnecessary. Maybe it was an engine. Definitely looked like it took a hit. Nice, still got 4 engines. Might have been like a fin or something. We'll switch back to Arctic Fire, who's definitely shooting at, oh! That looked like there might be a crash happening. Oh! And that was Borkman! Do the Borkman. Borkman decided to acquaint themselves with the surface at very high speed. So let's watch Babenwild. Babenwild is, well, I haven't seen much of Babenwild at this point, but it's now 2 versus 1. And this is a very small plane. It's not the prettiest plane, and it does use a bit of control surface spam. But it is one of the smallest planes here. It doesn't have any proper wings. It's all... Oh, there's some engines! But he still has a bunch of engines alive, so it might still be able to keep alive. It's gonna struggle to stay airborne. This is another one with built-in landing gear, right? Yet losing speed and altitude. You are a sitting duck. I suppose it's only fair to let them kill... I'm not even sure he's gliding... Oh, he lost the air intake. You're right. Wait a second. Does he... Yeah, no air intake, so hold on. 0 thrust. Flamed out. Okay, well, so much for that. Come on, do your thing. There he is. We should probably do altitude. Oh yeah, just getting very close to the ground now. You can see the shadow. Which means nobody's really going to be able to shoot at him. And that's a bit of a hard bump there. Oh! Somehow survived. This is where you bring up the executioner's shot, right? Object thrower. Mass. Big. Speed. Big. Oh, I guess you have to leave it up, right? Armed. How do you fire? Oh, wait. You know what? Speed might be too fast here. Thank you. Headshot. Okay, now the remaining two have to go head to head. Aisha and Arctic Fire. So we'll do the infinite ammo round, and then we'll do a regular round, and then we'll switch over to the second bracket and see how they do, right? Uh-oh. That does not look like a good angle on you. At least there's only one target. Oh! Man! I guess that's it. Arctic Fire takes the day. Aisha crashes into the ground. F for respect for Aisha, who put up a good fight. Do we know who's in the other bracket? Yes, CW88, Saad, Deers, Dunamus, Erland, Jean Coach, Krakenberger, Legodiac, Mr. Justin. I can probably put together a third bracket. It doesn't take very long. The problem is fixing the incompatible players. So we're gonna return to the mission builder, end the test, and restart this test. I don't know whether your craft loaded correctly. We're gonna do 2 runs of this bracket, right? We're gonna launch again. This isn't multiplayer. This is sort of multiplayer. All of these aircraft have been designed by players to demonstrate their plane building sets. Yes, Casino Rapture, that is exactly what I've had to do manually, and then I have to manually copy all those files into the mission directory, and it takes a lot of time, right? So before we do it this time, we're going to turn off infinite ammunition. We don't need that. We might turn off clearance check. We're going to set the range to 8,000. But before anything, we have to go through the list and warm up the engines. There we go. Bring up the Versus mode. Enable the guard mode. And that's us. Okay, one more chance. Who do we like the look of? Borkman isn't the prettiest of aircraft, but yeah, who did well? Aisha and Arctic Fire. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Somebody exploded on the ground already. Uh-oh. I guess somebody exploded, but everybody seems to be flying. Gentlemen, start your engines, indeed. Oh, come on. You're having trouble getting it up, but you got it. Oh, no. Oh dear. This is an unorthodox method of taking to the air, I have to say. So that's Argyle. You're still stuck on the ground. Oh, yes. Arglarg, If you can't get it up, I think we're gonna have to kill you. Oh, I think you're gonna get killed anyway. Come on, seriously? Right, the killer has to come in. Arglarg scores a 1. Okay, we gotta watch the other ones killing things, but Arglarg is sort of dead. I like how it flashes between alive and not alive, or landed and not landed. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I was hoping that that would give me a flyby camera, but it's clearly not doing it very well. Camera tools never works as beautiful in real time as it does in the videos. Okay, Arglarg needs to die. It's just making a mockery of this whole thing. Thank you. Okay. Is this Commander 7-7? They were the ones that died first last time, so you take a good look at their aircraft, because you're going to have to make a judgment call, scoring these things based upon their design. And I'm going to say, Commander does embrace the theme of small plane, big gun, right? Many of the aircraft do not do that. He is really small. He's about as small as he can be. And there will be another small aircraft challenge, I've figured. Well, you know, we're going to go through the aircraft after this, and you're going to give them all scores. Oh. Why did you land? Oh, you're dogfighting with this guy. That's what's going on. Oh, there we go again. Wait, did he shoot back there? You get no ammunition left, though. So that's unfortunate. We need to actually see who has ammunition, because that's... Oh, actually, we don't need it, because we have the little queue here. That's Aisha. Once again, showing no mercy. Hanging up there, though. You should absolutely test your plane off the runway, because there can only be room for one plane on the runway. Think about that. On the other hand, you could have an entirely VTOL design, right? Once again, doing some maneuvering in a very unorthodox high angle of attack style. I'm not sure this is intentional. It's not even that they have to test them on the desert runway. You have to test them next to the runway. Oh, he's going to overshoot. But I'm thinking... Oh, who... Somebody else died. I guess Borkman fell, so that's number 3. And Bebin Wild. But that means Commander 777 is still going. You're staying up there. Something crashed into something there. Let's take a look at Arctic Fire again. Well, that's N9 Gaming here. I wish I could make it work like that permanently. If it's VTOL, does it have to be able to land? That depends on the round. N9 Gaming still doing this silly thing. I think it's keeping them alive, but making them a very hard, making them a hard target. Keeping them alive, and once again, shooting by. Let's see what's going on with 95. Still have fuel here. You're way out of position here. What's up with that? That's N9. Oh, you're chasing after Aisha and N9. So you're chasing after N9. N9 hasn't quite crashed into the ground. It's everyone versus Arct. Yeah, well, that might be what happens later. And so let me tell you, some of the planes that have been used in these challenges, they will reappear as opponents in future challenges, right? We're building this, like, dictionary, an encyclopedia of warplanes. Wow, like, this is 1.3 kilometers away against a moving target. This is very optimistic here. Yeah, we need to rebalance. I'm going to rebalance. This is Arctic Fire? Yeah, I'm going to rebalance Arctic Fire into the other team. Because, yeah, this is Aisha against 9, so we'll do that. Oh, Levi154, no, you're not gonna, it's gonna be pushed out, right? We're gonna take a few days to do this. Is this gonna go down? Is this going down? There's the shadow. Look at the shadow. It's still gonna stay alive. Still staying alive. Look at this. Look at the high angle of attack that's going on here. Managed to survive. Oh, let's not hit the abort action group. Is it possible to set up an FFA instead of teams? What's an FFA? Oh, no, you can't set up a free-for-all. Not with the code as it is. Oh. Wait. Did something happen there? Why did he switch targets? That's very interesting. Our Arctic Fire is way out of position now. Once again, Ned-ass Kerman keeps on hitting the G limits. Yeah, N9 is just basically a drone that is very hard to hit. Clearly he's setting up for his teammate, right? Is that Arctic Fire there? No, who's that? Yeah, that's Arctic Fire coming after 9595, right? Let's just check that out. Oh, very low down, right? Arctic Fire, on the other hand, is trying to decide how to engage this target that's below him. Because of course you point the nose down, you gain speed, you end up in front. Now just check, everybody has ammunition? Ah, yeah, you don't have ammunition. Yeah, everybody still has ammunition, but apparently N9 just doesn't have any guts. Doesn't want to engage. Arctic Fire just can't quite turn fast enough to make that hit. Yeah, that's 95-95 that's making those shots there. Oh! Oh, got a hit there! Got a decent hit, but it did not do anything. Certainly doing better than the last round. So I think the theme of big gun, small plane suffered somewhat from having underpowered engines. Oh, is that going down? Oh, he's still alive. And these guys are jousting again. Not sure who to aim for. Aisha's still doing their thing. He needs to lose some engines before so his fuel lasts. That will be a challenge at one point, where there will be a low fuel challenge. Everybody, I've got like about 50 planes that I need to test. So everybody in the chat, many people in chat contributed planes according to the deadline. So I think this is going to have to become weekly rather than quite as often, because it takes a while to actually get everything set up. Oh, look at that! Wait. I thought that might be something going on. Jules shows how flat the Earth is. Are you kidding? So, I mean, this design, look, you see, one of the problems he's had here is that he has lost one of his front wing surfaces. And that means that he can't pull nearly as many Gs as he used to, which is probably helping his pilot not black out all the time. Although Nedis Kerman is still reaching the G limit. Oh, bullets, missed. Any plans to visit the EU? Well, there is the whole coronavirus thing, so not right now. Please don't notice the clipping. Well, I did say clipping for artistic reasons. That does seem to be something that has a lot of... that may be a little more clipping. Pilot changes by the throttle are totally shown. You can see the throttle down here. Let's see what 95 is looking at. So 95 has this sort of X-wing design. I keep switching target though. There we go. Once again trying to engage Arctic Fire. Should have called it N95, totally. We would have been in demand. Yeah, oh yeah, so we're going to run many more tests. These are just the ones that I had set up. So we're watching them and we're discussing them for, you know, those people that want to see their planes fly. I will stream all of them, but I also need to somehow like put out YouTube videos as well, which is a problem because I'm very much running behind. Oh, yes! What a beautiful shot! 95, 95. Hitting hard. Just to verify, that is Arctic Fire. Arctic Fire, what is the situation? Looks like you have no engines left. It's just a question of time until you... Oh! You torn apart like the sitting duck. Wow. Well, it's time for Aisha and N95 to take on N9. Shredded. Yes, that means this one gets oh yeah. So I gotta write these scores down. Boom. Notice that that gun actually was a crumple zone that absorbed a lot of the force. Okay, so this is N9. N9 has been doing a pretty good job of staying alive. 95 still has ammo. Everybody still has ammo, but N9 is the one that's the target. He's way out of position. Who wrote this AI? Oh, and he just, while we're waiting, he just took some hits there. Oh, this is also another thing about firing this, is that when it does fire, it slows the thing down. But yes, these are all AI controlled. Yes, every single one. And I'm amazed the AI is keeping this thing airborne. It's just trying to keep its nose up to maintain altitude. So once it gets above 500 meters, it stops trying to maintain altitude and starts trying to find a way, a solution. And now it's flipped upside down. Uh-oh. Yeah, I wouldn't do a loop like that. That is a really bad idea. I don't know what you were thinking. I haven't tried running more than 8 planes. I'm sure it's entirely possible. Yeah, inverted nosedive towards the deck totally is not the best thing to do. Let's see what this guy's thinking. He's looking back at the buddy up there. The aggressor. See, every time he falls down, he kind of goes into this high angle of attack very fast. Or, you know, he tries to go fast, basically, rather than turning around, so he doesn't lose speed. And the other, the bogies end up getting further and further away. So now he's trying to turn again. And... oh, wow, he's pulling over the top this time. That seems to make far more sense. At least they'll have a bit more altitude here to, you know, room to maneuver, right? Yes, tiny planes running GAU-8s. That, oh! I think he lost his engine. Yeah, this is a plane attached to a gun. So the question now is how hard does it hit the ground? I think it's only fair at this point to switch teams, but... oh! I guess he still has a chance of shooting at him. We should probably let that happen. I'm going to switch 95-95 into this team so that it balances out. Getting close to the surface here. Oh! There we go. Bang. Gun is all askew. Of course, the computer's not destroyed yet, so it's still considered part of the round. But now it is down. There we go. That is N9 getting a 6. So let's switch back. Here we go. They're 22 kilometers out. Wow, this is going to take some time. It's actually quite... they're quite fast in the end, I think. Hold on. Yeah, 200 meters per second. So it's... The difference is they can go fast in a straight line. It's not really an X-Wing. It's more like a... It's the opposite of an X-Wing, right? The other one's an XB-70 knockoff. All of these things are supposed to be small. And I'm going to point out, this is not one of the smallest. It does look pretty high-tech. I like the fact that they included solar panels to make it look cool. But yeah, look, these things are pretty fast, even though they've only got like these little Juno jet engines. That was part of the challenge, was you're only allowed to use the tiny jet engines. Or solar panels used for SAS wheels. That might make a difference. So the other one has 8 engines. I don't think this one is as pretty. I think this one is pretty damn ugly, to be honest. Sorry, Aisha. But hey, you know, you did come in second in the previous round. And yeah, Aisha's looking like a pretty good deal. Oh. Can you switch the nav ball to surface? I don't know, it keeps on switching back when I click on it. This guy's obviously slower, even with more engines, which clearly means it has a lot more drag. It could have also set, like, you can go into the engine computer and there's a lot of sliders that set the speed, the idle speed, max, you know, min speed, max speed, etc. That was Maston that had the space biplane, although would have landed in reverse. You don't see a single service bay to save drag. Well, though you weren't allowed to do that, necessarily. Well, anything that looks like exploits were kind of ruled out. Nothing. Okay, another go here. Oh, darn! Where's the target? Okay, let's switch the AI to dogfighting AI so we can watch it. Yeah, you're out of ammo. Which means Aisha's is gonna come first. If they can get the kill in the next minute or so, right? If they take too long, not gonna get the kill. If you want to set the kamikaze up, I have to disable clearance check, right? We'll see what happens. I mean, Aisha should be pressing the attack. So exciting! No! Missed! Look at that! Look at this maneuver here, this big high angle of attack spiral. Now my question is, are they turning around? Oh, I should just click on him, right? Aisha, what are you doing? You trying to turn around? Pulling like 9 Gs in the turn there. Samkal Kerman just about holding on there. Who gets the kill in the event of the double kamikaze? I think they both... So, if they both crash into each other, they both get an extra point for first place. I know it's back to target mode, but we're going to be doing heads-on jousting, so I think it's a good time for it. You're watching two planes flying towards each other at hundreds of meters per second, while one tries to shoot the other, and I think he's missed his chance. I'm calling it. This is going to be a draw between these two. So we have to switch to second group. Right? We're going to call it because the plane is not aggressive enough. So we're going to switch to the second group now. We've got the scores. What I'm just going to do is add the scores that they get, right? And then we're going to come up... Oh, actually, before we do this, we're going to end the test. We're going to go back, right? I need you guys to give some scores to these things in terms of their looks. Now, the theme is small plane, big gun, right? So, let's be clear. If they have deviated from that, they shouldn't get very many points. So I'm going to go back to test mission, right? I am out of quarantine beers. I am out of quarantine beers. And every time I go near the store, I have my doggy with me, so I can't get more beer. Yeah, 8 engines are not small. So actually, yeah, maybe we should give points. The maximum score they can get is based upon 10 minus the number of engines they have, right? So let's start with 95. Right, so the maximum points you can get is 4, right? The maximum points you can get is 2. And you have 9 engines, so the maximum. So you get 1 bonus point. Arctic Fire gets 1 bonus point. Oh, that looks like only 2 engines there. So you get Arglag gets 8 bonus points. N9 gets 7. And that is 6 engines, so you get 4. And you get 4. Oh, sorry, you get 6. Hold on. Yeah, 6, 4. And it looks like you've only got 2 engines there. That's crazy. Get 8. Okay. Now. So now, what we need to do is score this out of 10, right? In terms of design, you know, this is a protective shell. This is a fairing that was put in here. This is, what is in there? Oh, yeah, of course. I'm going to say, I really like this design. I think this is definitely a 10, but because it's based on the number of engines, they get the maximum 4 points, right? Right? Well, you had to have engines. I'm going to say this is just ugly, and it only has 8 engines on it. I'm scoring a 0. That's what it's getting. Okay, now this one has 9 engines on it, which means it could get a maximum of 1, but I kind of like the design, so it's getting 1 bonus point, right? This one, so this one is, I'm sorry, it's just ugly. Oh, wait a second, this has more engines. This has 4 engines. So this could have had a maximum of 6, but I'm going to give it 3 because it's pretty damn ugly, but yeah. Okay, 3 engines. You know, I'm going to say it does absolutely go with the aesthetic of small plane, big gun, right? And I like the way that it's hanging up there. It's sort of the angle that, well, you know, erect things do. I think that out of a possible 7, I'm going to give that a 6, right? Yeah. I'm not sure I like the way that thing looks like it's coming out of its intake. Yeah, this has a possible 4 points. It's getting 1, which is better than some. Now, I do kind of like the twin hull design on this, and I like the intakes and the bits. It reminds me of some older designs. What's in here? We got a crew. Oh, look, we got. Nice the fact that they put these boxes inside here. You know, I think that does. I was wondering what they were doing there, but I like the fact that they've put the gun between these. So this, out of a possible 6, I'm gonna give 5. Yeah, bonus definitely gets bonus points for the internal box. Lots of nice stuff there. Finally, Commander 77 builds the tiniest of tiny planes, and yeah, very much epitomizes the small plane. It reminds me of a GB special. I'm gonna give that an 8 out of possible 8, right? So there we go. We've got these scores. We're going to return to the mission builder. Now we need to fly the next group. It's a gun with wings. Well, it's the number of engines specifies the maximum number of points that you get, right? Because you know what? The rules are totally made up as we go along. Like, I'm not going to necessarily tell you the rules ahead of time. So we're going to load bracket number 2, and we're going to fly this. Now, take a look. Whoever gets him a beer wins. Man, that would be kind of cool. So even a plane with 1 engine can only get 9. Yes. Yes. Unless it's exceptionally beautiful. The maximum number of points you can get in the air combat round is 8 as well. How can you play back? Well, I'm not participating, so I'm not playing. So, we have GAU-8 Avengers. Take a look at what that is. And we have Deers. We have Juno Moose. We have Erland. You know what? Before I go anywhere else, and we have John Coach. And we have someone that's going to get no bonus points. Krakenberger. Also, someone that's going to get no bonus points. Legodiak. Mr. Justin, small, sweet, and getting ready to go. And before we even start flying, I'm going to do something to the sound. I think spacecraft is that, maybe? Is there a way to turn up the volume of the guns but turn down the volume of the engines? Okay, let's see if that works. We turn down the volume of that, but I want to be able to hear the BD settings as a gun volume. Does it? Oh, yes, so it does. UI volume, weapon volume. There. Yeah, let's see if that works. Okay, so let's get this thing running. We have 800. We're going to go everyone. And start competition. Just check. First round is with limited ammunition. Second round will be with infinite ammunition. Bullet printer. That's right. So look at them going off in their own direction. Except for this one. Gene Coach. I guess is actually moving. No, I've got... Oh, look at that. That's interesting. Tail comes up first. This is the donut fighter. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Gets into the air. Turn clearance back on. Okay, I'll just turn clearance check back on. Sure. How many? We're only doing 2 rounds because it takes a very long time with these slow planes. Those magnificent men in the flying machines, they go uppity up, they go dowdy down. I remember that song, but I have no idea what it's from. Okay, this one is definitely not winning any points, but for bonuses, but I should probably watch that movie. It's probably terrible and inaccurate, but whatever. That is Deers. What happened? Are your engines firing? Throttle, main throttle, activate engine. Okay, apparently you are having trouble. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe brakes turned off the engines? Okay. Yeah, your plane needs to be designed to work better. When I press space, it has to activate everything. Everybody's waiting for you. It's bad staging. It's always bad staging. Did you check your staging? You did not check your staging. This kind of reminds me of like old sci-fi. Now this one, I'm going to say, doesn't get many points with me because it has no cockpit visibility. Look, I actually could see another pilot, but otherwise I can't see anything. This definitely loses points. I did say it had to have a cockpit, but somebody clearly took that as a pod. Yeah. Okay, is this one going to get off the ground? Because we're all waiting on you. Oh, there it goes! Finally! So let's just take a look at the cockpit views. This is Ned-ass Kerman flying this one. It is half the weight of a normal pod, but it also has none of the visibility of a normal pod. I don't know what this person is doing. Definitely trying to make people seasick. Okay, this is Jarlock Kerman. Still waiting to get teams in position. Just wobbling around there. Like, they should have just been at 8 kilometers away. Will increasing physics break it? Yes, it probably will. I don't think that's fair. Yeah, so kind of have a nice view from this one. I do like this one with the big gun sticking out the top. So this is Jean Coach flying with their buddies out here. Did I forget to set distance? Oh, it says it's starting. Come on. They're definitely in position. What is going on here? Are they just not high enough up? You know, so if I just turn guard mode on and then let them all go at it, it should just work, right? There, we'll do that, right? That should work. They should start engaging. Finally. Oh! What is Jean Coach doing there? Other than falling out of the sky. I did click cancel and then I just turned everyone on. So everyone's into guard mode, so they should be thinking of engaging, right? Well, the AI is kind of hard. Yeah, it's a tactical dive. Look, we've already got some bullets flying. Dunamus is the one. Dunamus with all those engines. Obviously the one to get in there first. Are you trying to shoot? Oh no, you're going around the outside here. Look at this. It's a nice looking little gizmo, huh? Oh! Oh, who was that? That was Legodiak. Legodiak is going down. Maybe. Oh, maybe just pulling out. Oh! Oh, Nelly! Jean Coach. Oh! Wow. We've had, that's a couple of hard deck moments there almost. I was sure both of those were out for the count, but they are still flying. What are you doing? Are you actually engaging anyone? What about Deers? Someone did crash, you think? I'm not seeing any debris on the ground yet. According to this, everybody is still airborne. Nobody has landed. Yeah, they both pulled out. It was like there was a hit and then they were diving and I was so sure that they were going to lose. Here we go. Oh, that's Jean Coach again. For some reason, the frame rate is not as good. I think EVE is really messing with it. I should probably turn that off, but it looks a whole lot prettier. I also added the ability to do, you know, slow-mo if necessary. Man. It's not the most stable plane here. They have fired. Let's see who's actually used ammunition. Deers has not had much luck on that. Dunamus, currently low, has barely fired. Erland hasn't managed to fire a single shot by the looks of things. It's probably just trying to stay airborne. That might be why the competition wasn't starting, actually. But looks like they're struggling to get up to altitude. I like how Jean Coach has a shock cone intake. Because, you know, you're going to need that for hypersonic speeds. I love these two flying in formation. Like brothers in arms. Or not, I don't know, they might be hostile to each other. But it does look pretty cool, I gotta say. Where they're going, there aren't any pressure waves. He just has a hard time getting that gun on target. He's very, very happy with the shooting. Not so good at the actual shooting part. Yeah, he's going to burn through all his ammo, but at least he's flying. He might do better in the infinite round. Oh, look, he's doing one of those weird maneuvers. So you can adjust these things. You can adjust the rate at which they will, the distance at which they will engage and things like that. If the wing is a loop, does it count as an aileron? No, technically everything they do is a barrel roll, right? It's a barrel wing rather than a loop wing. Low heads on. And missed. How unfortunate. It's okay. Krakenberger has barely shot anything either. Lagodiak has not shot anything. Mr. Justice. I think the second Team B is clearly the ones that are going to have a hard time. They're kind of being carried by Jean Coach. Take a ride in the Jean Gauche. Yeah, this group isn't... I mean, I think the pilots are flying just as well, but the planes are maybe not as well designed, or... It could also be that just everything's running slower. I think the AI understands where the turrets are pointing, and its job is then to try and point the nose at the target, but then it'll only fire if it predicts that the thing is roughly in the right place. I am surprised that nobody has been hit at this point. I'm also surprised that so few of the pilots have actually fired weapons. Still just struggling to maintain altitude here. Ugh. This is all versus AI, and the AI is all being terrible. Go on, connect! No. He's almost out of ammo now. It does look like quarter speed. I don't know what's going on there. Just want to make sure that we'll switch to standard physics warp. For some reason it just seems to be running slower than it should. Yeah, the guns don't have enough bars. They can't connect. Yep, once again, just like, I've turned around now and I'm flying very slowly back to this fight. Many gun small ship challenge. Oh, wait, have you found something? Nope. I don't know what you were shooting at because there's nothing nearby. You're just like spraying bullets across the sky. Because why not? That would have been so great if you actually hit. You're lagging. Come on, this should be an easy target. He's losing speed and has to turn over. Okay, switching targets maybe? Now Dunamus is on your team. Yeah, he can't turn nearly. Oh, look at Coach, just corkscrewing all over the place. Still missing. Yeah, Jean with extreme G's. Oh, actually, look, this has been damaged, by the way. It's lost an engine. Yeah, some of the planes are going to run out of fuel first. They're certainly not running out of ammunition. But yes, Valentina has depleted all of Jean's ammunition and is now just a target. Who's that? Mr. Justin? Are you aiming at something? No. Can we skip the infinite ammo round? What, because having more ammunition is going to help these guys? Most of them haven't even fired all their ammunition. It's only Mr. Coach, or John Coach, who has done it. We're not skipping until we get until more people run out of ammunition. This is an airworthiness issue, not an ammunition issue, yeah. Who are you targeting there? Okay. That is Krakenberger. Come on. Krakenberger should be an easy target. All those engines everywhere. Oh, yeah, of course, this one doesn't have the viewpoint. Oh, he's decided to switch targets. What are you? Do you have some kind of like ADD that you need to switch targets again when you were so well positioned? It's like a text-based dog fighting. Oh, get some bullets coming in, but nope. So who's firing at him? That's Deers. Wait, no, that can't be Deers because I'm. Must be somebody else. I don't know who's firing there. Round one would probably be the same without me. The Arctic Fire did pretty well in round one. Nope. The dogfight book. Yeah, you pick a maneuver and you go to that. That's right, I remember that. And somebody did do a digital version. I say digital. It was like a video game version on my on the Spectrum, and it would draw the graphics, and you'd have to choose which way to move. Or it worked pretty well. So who is this? That's Mr. Justin, and this is Erland. Why is Erland not even trying to shoot this hostile target? It's like, I don't know how to get my nose anywhere near the hostile target that I'm trying to shoot. Trying to pitch up, but it just simply doesn't have the authority to get there. Oh, every time I see bullets flying, I'm like, please connect. Please connect. No. Nothing going on here. You would think that with 8 planes flying that one of them would have crashed. Oh, Deers! Wait, Deers has crashed? No, Deers hasn't crashed. Deers has just somehow Landed. They're just like not sure what to do now. Trying to get back in. I'm too tired of this dogfighting. I need to have a nap. Oh, look, it gets airborne again. But stalls. Come on. Is it gonna stay airborne? Boop. Oh, finally! Finally showing. We finally have someone losing. I'm not sure whether they were damaged or whatever, but they are most definitely out for the count. There we go. Finally! So that means we still have 3 pilots on each team that have weapons. But they're not using them. 0 ammunition consumed. Tiny sliver of ammunition consumed. Erland probably used some ammunition at some point, but now is flying on a sightseeing trip. Oh, we missed a moment when these were shooting. 8 points for the ground, yeah. I gotta make sure I write that down, right? That was, that was deers. Oh, deers. Ground has no engines, yes. Like, with the cannon round, it was so much better. Why did... I guess it's because I insisted on small planes with a big gun. That's really what it is. It was much easier when everybody just had to take an Ares and slap a Vulcan cannon on it. At least they're roughly pointing in the right direction. Still no bullet hits. I'm not sure infinite ammo is going to help this. Well, I did think about that. Big planes with tank guns. I'm not sure how good that is, but I did try it with a howitzer. And if you forward mount the howitzer, that is pretty cool. Sky warships, yes. That's another one. So that will definitely be around, where it'll be build a sky warship. The only war mods that are being required is the BD Armory. Still flying. Oh wait, this pilot has lost some undercarriage. So they must have got hit at one point, but it's not clear by who. Oh, did this have a tailplane? Did this lose something at some point? They're all slightly damaged, just not enough to knock them out of contention. Oh, that's what happened. The rear landing gear was retractable. Darn. Here's me thinking that somebody had got hit and there'd been some action. But no. I don't think any of these ones are going to win it many points. I guess we're going to let this run to 10 minutes, because there's not enough happening here. The good news is that we have a timer up here. Everything is running way slower, but I'm not sure what worked, because it ran so much faster without EVE. Really, it's EVE that's messing everything up. You're gonna start and finish a RimWorld colony before this is over, yeah. Yeah, we're doing time dilation like EVE Online. So the timer is up here. The problem is the clock is running so much slower. And that's really ruining the quality of things, I'm going to say. This is Ligodiak. Maybe I should switch Ligodiak into a better team. Yeah, right. It's not going to help them at this point. You were pointed so close to the target. What? That was a target. Why did you turn away from them? I don't get you. Nope, totally missed again. I'm gonna say, like, it's very clear in the previous round who knew how to build planes. We get 10 more seconds, and I have not seen any hits connecting. Get nothing, get nothing, get nothing. I'm gonna, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try turning down the graphics settings and see if that improves the situation, the frame rate enough that it's worth playing. Because this just took far too long to simulate. It looked cool, but it's taking too long. Time to kill. Oh, I don't think clearance check is what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna return to the mission builder, and then what we're gonna do is disable some stuff. Pardon me. We're gonna go back to this menu. My CPU is probably dying streaming this as well. Yeah, it's totally. No, it's not that. I think it's just there are distances. Okay. So from the scenarios menu, I can't adjust the thing, right? Let's go to settings. I'm going to turn off the ultra shader and see if that makes a difference. Graphics. Oh, terrain detail. Oh, wait. What happened to... Oh, yeah, here. Shader quality. High. Let's see if that works. Let's turn off anti-aliasing, see if that makes it faster. No, I can't replace your plane because it's already started, right? You've already played your round and you've come out, so no, you can't replace your plane now. Like, what did you think? That I'd be like, oh, you did crap, so I should be... You won one of the rounds. Why would you want to change your thing? Okay, here we go. Round 2, bracket 2, open. Yes. So I think you have to be in the other thing. I'm sure you made it 20 times better. Updated plane for the next round. No, the next round is different. These are brackets and you're not allowed to change between brackets. Watch mine, it actually shoots. Yours didn't actually shoot. Very much. But we are... So everybody gets a 2. Right? That's what's going on here. I am going to turn on infinite ammunition because it seemed like the only person doing it was... I'm going to disable clearance check as well. Set it for 800 meters. Set versus. Set all this. And start competition now. Oh, wait a second. Did I start the engines? Brakes. Make sure everybody's started up. You are not... I forgot to turn off the engines on the engines. Oh well, at least your engines are on. Okay, I think we've got everyone. Okay. Now, is this running a little faster? Just a little. I think I need to turn off like scatter or mess around with that. That's clearly making problems. I should build a gold magnet in KSP. Yes, I could. Yes, I should. But why would I build one in KSP when I have one in EVE Online? It's way cooler, you know? Eon Raptor is here. Can you help some of these AI pilots shoot straight? It would be very nice if we could have some straight shooting here. You can finish Skyrim before I finish In Your Socks. Said by someone who does that. Eon Raptor, how the devil are you? These are all AI aircraft, and we've had some problems with the AI not being very good. What we do have is Valentina Kerman flying this marvelous device. So I'm hoping they're engaging now, right? Let's pop up the debug labels, just tell us. So we actually have some logging here. Oh look, we have gunfire in the air. They must be Microsoft AI, yes, possibly. Oh yeah, everyone's going... I'm doing pretty well here, I think. But yeah, the deer next to the house is kind of a cool thing to wake up to in the morning. So the problem was we were having an air battle, and the first bracket was exciting. It was full of things blowing up, people dying, and now it's full of people not missing or not hitting or anything. But they are all armed with big, Avenger guns. I think we're just going to go with the dogfight camera for this one. Oh, he's decided to go down there. There's more gun... Exactly. I don't know what happened in the last round, but clearly they've finally realized that they have infinite ammunition and they should all be using it. Of course, they're still not hitting anyone. Yes. The theme of this was to put, GAU-8 on the smallest planes possible. And then I decided to say, oh, you can only use the tiny Juno jet engines. Which may have... I thought that might make things more interesting. And it did, actually, because it meant the top speeds weren't ridiculously high and they had to be more careful. Big gun, tiny plane, yeah. Oh, and then afterwards I revealed that there were bonus points that were dependent on how many engines you had. So the maximum bonus points was 10 minus the number of engines you had. Getting high. That plane looks like... No, I guess actually they're doing okay. He's coming down from above. Is Deers once again going to crash? No, Deers has problems staying in the air. That's the thing. Yeah, well, I didn't allow tweak scale, obviously, for that reason. I don't get it. Why are the AI so bad at shooting things? No, the AI was like headed towards the target and decided, no, I'm going to change target now. And that target isn't even a threat. Yeah, they clearly skipped the gunnery school. So I've turned on infinite ammunition because the one pilot that was shooting a lot was not had run out of ammunition. Who's that that's flying? There we go. Come on. Get closer to your target. Erland's actually firing. Look. Erland, the one with the smallest plane of them all. It's interesting to see, you know, when it fires, the reduction in speed is apparent. You want to get IVA when this one is firing? There we go. I'm not sure. It's probably going to stop firing because it'll lose. Whoa! Look at. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Over the top. And now the problem is he's getting too close to the ground, so he's probably going to freak out and spend up taking forever to get back on track. Let's switch to another target. Oh, look, we had a hit! My goodness, Lagodiak actually gets shot! Oh, but it's still flying. But I guess their body has been exposed. Kind of looks cooler like that, to be honest. Yeah, lost a lot of engines there. I'm not sure how well that's going to fly. Unfortunately, we judge them based upon the engines they started with. Oh yeah, this is a Gemini capsule they put on this. That's why it looks so cool. Like, that is not something I expected to see, to be honest. I thought someone might use the Mark 1, but using a Gemini capsule, that is different. Yeah, he's still trying to get up to altitude here. I mean, we still have everyone flying. Certainly lost some engines, but that's it. Yeah, redundancy. Runway Project is where it's where we set a series of challenges, and designers have to design them, and then they submit them to the challenge, and we judge them, and then they fight to the death, sort of. Usually to the death. Sometimes they fight to the running out of ammunition. There's Deers. What's Deers doing? Deers is down low. Deers is the one that failed last time because they ended up loot getting too low. You will die of boredom. Don't. Come on, that looks really well lined up. Yes! Got some hits! Bits falling off there. Who is that? That is Krakenberger. Let's switch to Krakenberger. Oh, still flying though. Just lost some stuff. Lost some... oh! Though, I think this might... I don't know how well this is going to hold. I guess it's holding just fine. Yeah, lost some engines, but more importantly, it still has... like, still has one control surface. This thing is flying with two control surfaces. It was never going to win an award for, you know, style. I think the barrel just takes too long to spin up. Elevators are overrated, right? You know? If your elevator's broken, I feel bad for your son. I get 99 problems, but my pitch ain't one. I'm wondering... Oh! Oh, something exploded over there. No? Oh, still... Something definitely exploding somewhere. But he is staying alive. Still alive, still alive, still alive, still alive, still alive, still with ammunition. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping this is engaged. Well, it's not a lack of... It's certainly not a size to firepower ratio. I think what needs to happen is I do a lot more of this stuff without the fancy graphics. Because the fancy graphics clearly are reducing the performance. This is only 4 minutes into this round. Oh! Oh! Was that a boom boom? That looked like something there. That's Dunamus. Dunamus. Lost a bit of their tail. I wonder how that's going to maneuver now. Possibly just straight into the ground. It's trying to figure out how to pull out of this dive. Might just do it. Okay. Stayed alive, and only just. Backwards intake. Yeah, it is. The backwards intake, I think... I'm not sure what the deal was with that. Yeah, that's an interesting design. I kind of like the look of it, even though it's clearly just very annoying. It's staying alive! This is Ned-ass Kerman. You don't see that? You know what? I should turn off my face. Let's turn this off so you can see... Ned-ass Kerman pulling the high G's. Oh, you know what? I never turned the high G's difficulty setting on. That's also an issue. And so I might need to redo this without an audience. I should make myself pilot size. I am pilot size. Okay, we get 2 of them jousting, no? Still no good. God, it flew right through your sights! Why had you stopped firing? Ugh. Yeah, Scatterer's really killing me. There was something else exploding there. Yeah, the AI fires too early. Like, you can adjust the engage range here. Like, it will engage up to 4 kilometers, which is ridiculous. I think Scatterer has to be sacrificed for the good of the performance here. Dunamus is down there. Once again, trying to figure out how not to crash. Oh, oh, Dunamis! Dunamis is technically landed for now. Still has engines. Well, there you go. Still bouncing. They've probably clipped the part inside this. Yeah, I should probably turn off guard. Drop you out of the battle. We have our first... I don't know if that's a kill. I guess it was eventually a kill. Like, the engine is still firing by the looks of things. No, it can't be firing because it's got no intakes. But we've hit that weird issue where it can't stop itself moving. It's just somersaulting, yeah. That service bay, I guess, contains a computer. Yeah, the SAS is doing something crazy. Oh well. Let's see who else is flying around. Erland! Okay, Erland, charging into battle there. Come on. Use your tiny plane skills. No. I can't apparently select cockpit anymore. Is this flying or falling with style? Well, it's certainly not falling fast enough to be dying. That's the problem. Oh, good, we get a hit on a target. That is Mr. Justin. What is Mr. Justin looking like? We have a proper kill! I don't know what's going on. The camera is stuck in locked mode now, so I can't adjust the camera. Maybe if I do dogfight camera. So that's Mr. Justin getting a 2. Tis but a scratch, yes. I'm going to disable your autopilot now. You're dead to me. Who remains with the courage to engage? That's Deers down there. Oh, Deers. Oh, Deers is down as well. Yeah, that's not good. And I don't have the cheats enabled. Deers is dead. I have no idea how that happened, but you're out of this. Well, there's your problem. I'm surprised Erland is still flying in this dinky little plane. But Valentina doesn't, unfortunately. The rolly bits are supposed to be down, that's right. Why aren't you helping it, Leon? Why aren't you helping it? Okay, we get some hostiles. Oh, we get some bullets coming in, and it's going nowhere. Yeah, Scatterer. Oh boy. He's the one that's been shooting and missing, I'm going to point out. Come on! Just shoot more! Just, you've got infinite ammunition. Just go for it. Unfortunately, cockpit view is broken for some reason. The camera has broken something too. Do the thing with the guns and the explosions. That's right. We want to see some guns and explosions. Well, somebody else is clearly shooting. Oh. You don't like your capsule in the way. It's like 1.6 kilometers out and it's aiming low, not accounting for bullet drop or anything. Oh, are you out of this? No, of course not. Just every now and then I see a plane spinning out of control and I think, that's it, it's gonna crash. That's right, I should try the IVA button, maybe that will fix it. Careful not to, yeah, that button's not working either. Don't want to hit the EVA button, of course. You think the gun access off... Disable the dogfight cam with hotkey? No, it's still not working. Like, I can't control anything about the camera right now. Oh, we actually had a... We had a death down there. Mr. Justin actually died at last. Dunamoose is still sort of not sure whether they're landed or not. They're bouncing a lot. I can't do the death cube because I forgot to re-enable settings, so I can't access the cheat menu. That's the problem, and it's not so much about performance as it is stopping the planes from deciding to spend time shooting things on the ground. The baby deer and the mother went off on a walk and they haven't come back late in the afternoon. So that's what happened to the baby deer. Deers, yes, yours is currently on the ground, I believe. Is that Legoriak? Oh, Legoriak once again pulling out, looking like they're gonna die, and then pulling out at the last minute. It's so annoying. It really is. Oh! 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 Jane Couch! Down! Destroyed! Boom boom bang. That is another one. Well, here's me thinking that infinite ammunition wouldn't do anything, but it did. So Legodiak and Krakenberger are still flying. These guys are still flying. So we're still pretty balanced. Who's that he's aiming at? Legodiak. Yeah, let's do some auto zooming. The FPF feels a little bit better, yeah. See, that looked like a decent spread in approximately the right direction, but you know, the target is so far away, the odds of hitting is pretty remote. I don't know what's going on there with that. bullets just coming down the wrong way. Okay, we're 8 minutes into this round. I don't know how you're still flying. Magic. Yeah, there's Krakenberg. You're shooting the things on the ground. Wasting your time. Desperately trying to shoot deers on the ground here. Still running the engines at full power, just in case. How many bullets has this thing fired and not hit? I mean, come on. I mean, you'd think that odds are by now something would have hit, unless it's, you know, there's some sort of implicit bias in the design that's pushing the bullets off axis or whatever. Right. It's also still staying about 1 kilometer out. I mean, Lagodiac's missing some bits and pieces having been hit, but still hasn't died. Hold on. Yeah, Erland. Oh. That's what I need to do. There you go. Still shooting at him. Yeah. Spare control surfaces are very useful. Spare engines are quite useful as well. Round 1. Oh! 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 Out of fuel! Out of fuel! Damn! Proper flame out now. But still not getting shot at. It would have ran out of fuel faster if it wasn't for tactical engine removal. Still not having any bullets hitting it. Oh man, come on. Yeah, it's getting shot at, just not getting shot. That's the problem. Come on, try shooting it. He's not dead yet. Uh-oh. Wouldn't that suck if Erland gets shot in this position finally? It's true, there needs to be quality control. The problem is doing the quality control rounds takes forever. I figured that they would just run these rounds. I guess what I should do, though, is have the test rounds not be broadcast. And then, you know, just say, hey, sorry, your plane sucks and it didn't make the cut. I think this is probably going to deploy landing gear and land safely at this rate. Well, I think I could certainly do some eliminations here. Like, that's how Project Runway does it. They eliminate the chaff and leave the wheat, so they say. I've no idea how your plane ended up landed on its back. I've no idea how Lagodiac is still flying, to be honest, because you've got no thrust. But Leia, Lagodiac is still only descending at 5 meters per second. Who else is around? Erland. You. Did you ever shoot anyone? Oh, he's probably going to try and shoot this Jean Coach. Or Jean. No, actually. Yeah, Jean Coach might try and shoot him on the ground. Can't actually see what's going on, of course, because camera's broken. Should probably turn off this target. Well, look, okay. So, as far as I'm concerned, Lagodiac is a matter of time until they hit the ground. It's just a question of how hard. So I'm gonna give them the 5, and everyone else gets 6s. So that's the scores for this round. It's not very good, but we do have to go through a judging round, right? So we're going to go back to the mission builder, and I'm going to ask, we're going to go through, we're going to count everything. I can't retry your plane because I got to go to bed, right? We have to end this test. It was a very low scoring round. So we'll see what the final scores are, but it doesn't look good. You know what? What I should have done was select the start node and options, difficulty settings. Yeah, you go in and you. This is what needs to be enabled: G forces, and then basic. Our mission, you have to enable cheats so that we can smash things up. But we're just going to go and look at this. We're save and continue. There's a lot of planes. I can do the testing, but I need the... Well, in theory, I need an audience to judge these things. So each of these can get bonus points based upon how many engines they have. But also then, that's the maximum. And then if they are very close to the plan, if they are small gun or small plane, big gun, then they get lots of points. And if they're not, then they don't get those points. So let's take a look. We have 3 engines on this. This is possible 7 points. Out of a possible 7 points, how much do they score? Remember, small plane, I think definitely it loses points for having one of these. So I like the wing layout, but it isn't particularly small. I would give that a 4, right? Next one, we have Deers. So, maximum number of points. They have 7 engines, so they can only get up to 3 points for style. It's not small, though. You think it gets a 2? I think it gets a 1. I know he's here, but it's not small. It's not small, and it's got lots of engines. I'm gonna give it a 1. So that's 1/3 of the points it could have got. Okay, now we have Juno, who can get up to 4 points because they have 6 engines. I'm thinking this scores lots of points. The only thing I don't like is, one thing I don't like is this gun is clipped through into the cockpit, which is kind of cheating. But it did fly pretty well, so I'm going to give it a 5, right? Oh, wait a second. No, I'm going to give it a 3. What am I saying? Getting this backwards. Could have had 4, got a 3. Okay, see, this is Erland. the three. Oh wait, is it? It says 3 engines. Oh yeah, 3 engine wonder here. I love the big thing. This. It has actual wings. It has control surfaces. Oh, and look at this. It actually has control surfaces on controls. Wait a second. Yeah, that's. Oh no, that's the wing connector. Yeah, minimal number of control surfaces. Yeah, I think this gets a 7 because it's definitely was going for what I, was pitching, right. Jean Coach has to get some sort of respect for the crazy idea, but it's not perfect, but it definitely was kind of interesting. That gets 5 as far as I'm concerned. So these get added to the scores that they made in the round. Now this one, that gets 0 because it has too many engines. Erland deserves a 11. Okay, also, Lagodiac, too many engines, 0. Mr. Justin. Mr. Justin was sort of nondescript, but it could have scored up to 7 points. I'm going to give it a 3. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give it a... Wait, where is the gun? Yeah, it's slung underneath. You know what? I mean, how does that fire without shooting off its undercarriage? Also, where is the ammunition stored? Oh, is it in here? Oh. Now I'm wondering, where did they store all the ammunition? Oh, there's there. So that it's part clipped away under here. Oh, that's actually kind of neat that it's done there. Although, that's a little too much part clipping. Yeah, 3 out of 5 looks... That looks pretty good. Okay, so... We only got to see 16 players fight tonight, right? Because the things got really, really slow. So I'm just going to add up numbers here and see if there's anybody that stands out, has distinguished themselves and is worthy of respect, or what. Okay. I'm just doing mental arithmetic right now. I'm actually writing down the answers. Okay, next group. So the highest scoring on the second bracket was CW88 Assad. Oh, actually, no, the highest scoring was Erland. Forgive me, Erland really did well because they scored so highly in the quality, the visuals, and they actually got a pretty good result last round. So yeah, they got 15. Now, in Group 1, so those are the two that would go forwards, if anything. Commander 77. 13. I'm just writing these numbers down here so I can tell you who did what. And this will take a moment. So, chill out, do what you will. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so yeah, actually, from the two brackets, Erland got the highest out. He got 15. There are 4 pilots that scored 14. That was N9, Arctic Fire, Aisha, and 9595W. So they would all have to progress, but also Borkman and Commander 77 both scored more points than CW88. So yeah, Erland just, had the look down, had the small gun, big plane, and did actually get some shooting. So it's cool. We are going to have to spend some more time doing the pew pew and all that. Arctic Fire, yes, you did actually have the best perform. Oh, actually no, hold on. Aisha had the best performing plane because Aisha got 0 style points, and all of Aisha's points came from being from killing things. So there you go. Oh, gentlemen, and ladies that are viewing, I will come up with the results. I'm going to run a whole lot of stuff offline. Chunkmaster, no, your thing was removed because it is. I have to fix it. Because you have part mods that are not part of the thing, I have to fix it before I can introduce it into a mission. So that's what's going on here. I have a lot of planes to fly. And we're going to see which ones score and which ones get to go on to the next round. Okay. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. This was Runway Project. Fly safe.